Welcome to Goldwagen's Quality Tips series, where we walk you through making the best possible choice in quality parts. In this episode, we'll deal with your car's antifreeze. Your vehicle uses coolant as part of its cooling system. Coolant is a mixture of antifreeze and water. This mixture's specific ratio will differ depending on the make of your car, but regardless of the ratio, we recommend that you always use specially prepared deionized water to mix with your antifreeze. We also specifically advise that you don't use ordinary tap water to mix with your antifreeze, as the impurities and elements in ordinary tap water can contribute to corrosion and degrade the antifreeze faster. Once added, the coolant then runs through the cooling system and helps to regulate the car's temperature, especially when operating in extreme hot or cold temperatures. Antifreeze also has anti-rust and lubrication properties that help to prevent corrosion from occurring in the cooling system's pipes and radiator. This helps to ensure the longevity of the system and the smooth running of your vehicle. You'll need to replace your car's antifreeze if you see it's losing its color from bright green, yellow, red, pink, or purple to something that looks more like rust. In this case, the change in color indicates that the antifreeze has lost its anti-rust properties and is no longer effective for either maintaining temperature or preventing rust and dirt from entering the rest of the cooling system. If you find that your car's coolant level is too low, you'll need to top it up with the correct mixture of deionized water and antifreeze. You don't want to run out of this fluid while driving, as that could cause the cooling system to malfunction. There are two types of antifreeze or engine coolant, namely concentrate and premix. Concentrate antifreeze should be mixed as per manufacturer guidelines with distilled or deionized water, while the premix does not need to be diluted. Either is perfectly fine to use in your vehicle. Chat to one of our friendly Goldwagen sales consultants for recommendations on what option might be best suited for your needs and budget, as we stock a wide range of brands, including Liquimoli, Kepu, and even OE like BMW. Before starting, be sure that your car has cooled down completely. Antifreeze expands in heat, and working on this while the car is still hot can, at best, lead to an incorrect reading of the antifreeze levels, and, at worst, can actually explode and scald you when you open the cap. In order to check and top up your antifreeze, simply raise the bonnet and locate the coolant storage compartment. It usually looks like a semi-opaque squarish tub and should have a label like coolant printed on the cap, as can be seen here on our demonstration car, the 2011 Renault Sandero 1.6. Some cars have the antifreeze chamber as part of the radiator, so check the top of the radiator for the relevant cap should this be the case for your vehicle. In either case, consult your owner's manual to be sure you identify the right part. Find the level indicator on the casing and see how much space needs to be filled so that the antifreeze is touching the line. Don't overfill, as too much antifreeze can lead to overexpansion and the pressure can cause leaks or even cause the casing to burst, which can be detrimental to your car's running. Use whatever antifreeze you've purchased from Goldwagen and top up to the correct level. Then close the cap back on tightly so as to ensure that there are no leaks. If you see the coolant is the wrong color, you may need to first have the antifreeze drained and the cooling system flushed before adding the new coolant. We recommend that you visit an RMI-approved technician who can assist you with this process. When considering what antifreeze to buy, it's important to remember that each antifreeze bottle has a specific code. For example, G12, G13, G14, and so on. This code refers to the class of antifreeze where G11 is an older coolant class and should be used for cars manufactured before 1996. G11 is often blue or green in color and isn't suitable for cars with aluminium radiators. G12 is used for cars made between 1996 and 2001 and is usually red or pink in color. G13 indicates a newer antifreeze class and has only been made since 2012. This newer class adheres to stricter environmental standards and is best for all new models of cars manufactured since 2002. It's usually a light red or violet color. You can find information about the right type of antifreeze to use in your specific car by consulting the owner's manual or checking the reservoir tank, where the code should be printed either on the cap or somewhere else on the casing. Of course, you can always stop by one of our Goldwagen stores nationwide, and one of our staff members can help you out. Need help finding quality parts? Goldwagen can assist you to make the right choice. Goldwagen, quality parts for the widest range of vehicles.